So in my negotiation masterclass recently, there was a lovely chap called Martin, and Martin was sharing a story with the room about how he had worked his little socks off to build up a great lot of email rapport with his supplier out in the Middle East. So he and Ikram had discovered in their emails that they had a shared love of rugby. And what that meant was that they kicked off their emails with a little bit of chat about what was going on in the wonderful world of rugby. I know nothing about rugby. I don't know what rugby people talk about, the size of Will Carling's thighs, that sort of stuff. So they'd kick their emails off with that, and it helped them to have a much more open, relaxed, friendly, collaborative relationship with each other. And things were going well. And then one day Martin was in his office and the phone rang. And he picked up the phone. Hello, Martin here.
Hello, Martin. This is Ikram.
Blow me. Ikram's a woman? What? And in that moment of losing his mind, losing his concentration and thinking, who the heck is this? Martin blew his carefully built relationship with his supplier, because poor old Ikram had been sat there out in the Middle East thinking, I've got a really good relationship going with my mate Martin over in the UK. I'm going to give him a call. We're going to make contact. And when he didn't recognise her, all of that fell away and things got a little bit frostier. Now, why would he think that just because Ikram was into rugby, Ikram was a bloke? He wasn't familiar with the name. And we often, especially when we're negotiating overseas, we encounter names that, if someone's called Dave, it's a fair bet they're a bloke. Not a guarantee. Everybody knows the famous story of a woman called Steve. So you can be a girl called Dave, but odds on, you're pretty safe. But if it's an unfamiliar name, what have we got? We've got tools available to help us find out a little bit more about people before we start communicating with them. What do you use when you're about to go and meet somebody or talk to someone for the first time? How do you find out a little bit about them? LinkedIn, perfect. Most people have their photo on LinkedIn. Most bookers, apart from the fact that they are scarily young, they will all have their photos on LinkedIn. You get to learn a little bit about them before you start engaging with them. So Martin had done most things really well. He'd done a cracking job of building that relationship, but then he blew it just at the last minute. So do your homework and don't blow it.